You are the first on the panel. Please talk to us. Thanks for your long
Oh, okay.
wait.
I greet you. I greet you. Yeah. Thank you very much. Sometimes it's better to keep silent sometimes to some things. There is not everything that one responds to. You know. I greet you. God bless you for the good work we are doing. My fellow panelists, I greet you all. Happy Sunday. God bless you all greatly. And Mommy Diaspora, once again, good evening, man. God bless you greatly. And my fellow commenters and callers, I greet you all. You're welcome. God bless you all. You see, there are two things I highlighted today. For me, two things. I really don't want to. I really don't want to dwell on that VDM thing because two people have said it. I spoke yesterday on this platform on it, and two people that have spoken after me, after that, one on this broadcast yesterday, and then I listened to Oraka also today. I couldn't have said it better than these people. No way. I couldn't have said it better. And the person on this platform yesterday was Mr. Ndubizi. He buttressed my position. He expanded on it, said it perfectly. Mr. Oraka's video today, I mean, they said it all. I only had it yesterday after Mr. Ndubizi's submission that, see, video, you cannot eat your cake and have it. You can't. It's not possible. You can't eat your cake. So I will just leave it there. I think people have even, especially these two submissions, I think there is no way I could have said it better. They did work on that. So I will leave it at that for now. I don't think it deserves any more, exposure or attention. What is wrong is wrong. And the idea again that is not supporting APC. I'm not. For me, I'm not buying into that. But there are ways you can play these things. There are ways that you can play it very well and try to be smart by half and think that people are stupid and dumb. But the other areas that I want to go to, for me today, are the two areas which I believe we should focus on so much. We shouldn't lose our attention on it. Is this electoral reform? We shouldn't. Whether they will do it or not, whether it will work or not, we must do our part. We must do our part, at least, if not anything, to let them know that we know. Let them know that we know. We know what they are doing. Let them know that we know that they are bent on rigging. Let them know that we know that they are bent on destroying Nigeria. Let them know that we know that INEC is working for them. And INEC is ready to work for them to rig the 2027 election. Let them know that we know, if not anything, because they are bent on doing what they want to do. But we should not be demoralized, depressed. We must say our bit in a very, very strong manner, very emphatic. Those that have the means to come out, those that are there in Nigeria, please come out by all means. Say your bit, do your part on this electoral reform. I've said it. They are bent on rigging the 2027 election. And for them, all hands are on deck to complete that mission. They are not going to relent because that is the only way they can retain power. They have to rig it. It's not ifs or buts for them. There is no any other angle. That is the only route. So there's nothing we can do. They will rig the election. It is only on Nigerian people that will have to fight and defend their votes. Even when people, we talk so much, when people will say on the day of election, you cannot defend your vote beyond the polling unit, the polling booth, or the polling station. Let's get that straight. We don't need to deceive ourselves because we raise our expectation too high. Let's manage our expectations. Let's know our limit. Let's know the perimeter at which we can operate successfully. We cannot, Nigerians, please get it straight now. Beyond the polling station, that's the place where you can defend your vote. Once they take it out, you have the army, you have the police. In fact, you have the Navy and the Air Force. If they will need to bring the Navy to join them to protect that local government collation center, to prevent people from entering that state collation center, and to protect the National Collation Center in Abuja with every force that Nigeria has, they will do it. The combined force of the Nigerian Army, Nigerian Navy, and Nigerian Air Force, they will bring them out. They will bring them out. Because that is the only route that they have to continue to perpetrate themselves in Nigeria. So make no mistake about that. So don't let anybody, even people that are talking, I know it's good. Defend your vote, protect your vote. You cannot protect it beyond the polling unit station. Once they takes it out there, there's nothing you can do. Once they enter that collation center, leave the ward level, still a little bit local. Once they get to the local government, that's where they perpetrate the rigging. It's at the local government level, that collation center. That's where that's where the rigging takes place. Please, that's where the rigging, and at that point, at that location, they will not allow anybody to get in. Even representatives of political parties or of candidates, we don't know. Nobody will know what is going on there. What we should be demanding, part of what we should be demanding, is that each collation center, we should be seeing it live on TV. There should be a way that it should be beamed live. We say it in United States election. Pick your state. Pick the state that you want to follow. Pick it. You will see them. Even if you can't see it from beginning to the end, they will at least show us the process. This is what is going to happen. The collation officers are seated. The ballot has arrived. They have sorted the ballots. They are about to start counting. These are the representatives of Party A, Party B. They are all standing. So all those things, people should see them. Even if we will not be there when they are, even in the US, you will even see as they are counting it. Especially in some states that they call battleground states. These are the things, because that is where they perpetrate the rigging. So for me, I don't know how we are going to stop this, because these guys are bent on rigging. And the only solution on the table for us is that electronic transmission, I'm saying it again, please, people who are hearing, Peter, Randy, if you are hearing this, you have the platform. But please, the transmitted from EC8 must be the primary source of collation, the transmitted version. Please. They say, beat me twice. I don't know. I forget that quote now.
Once
beat
beaten,
me once.
Once beaten.
The second one, shame on me. If it's the beat me once, shame on you. Beat me the second time, shame on me. Dele Farotimi have stated over and over and over again since 2023 that he was the person nominated by Labour Party to collect the form EC8A for Lagos State, from the Lagos State INEC office. Dele Farotimi has stated that he got not one from EC8A was given to him. The person of Dele Farotimi, he said not one, they blocked him. He said he did not see one from EC8A, one. They didn't give it to him. You have said it multiple times. They didn't give it to him. So that from EC8A that you said it should be electronically transmitted, that IREF, your Supreme Court have stated that it is a viewing portal. So what are we crying for? It is like we are just babies who doesn't know what he or she wants. Just, we don't know what we want. Listen now, especially in the last 2 weeks, I'm hearing people, just in the last 2 weeks alone, how come in Nigeria so educated people all over the space and nobody is putting out there? What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? With all our education? Lawyers left, right, and center. SAN left, right, and center. PhD holders left, right, and centers. And we cannot figure this out until, before you and I can go to bed and sleep, until that from EC8A that is electronically transmitted, that version on IREF becomes the primary source of collation. Forget it. They will rig it, and there is nothing we can do about it. We only come here, come 2027, and continue. Please, this we just have to continue to say this. And I pray that these people will kick them out. We can only pray and hope. Finally, let me quickly say the second item that I want to touch on is the video that was presented earlier today. This lady of Cries, Adesua, a video. This is what the likes of VDM, pick this one, use your platform, bring this one to the forefront. I heard it about 2 days ago, but this morning, because of this video, I went to the National Assembly. They compile everything, and you can always go to the National Assembly. All these ministers, when they come, their speech is archived. So you can go there and read it. Me, I do before I talk, I do my research. And I go and I pick the speech of the Minister of Health. I say, when I heard 38 million naira, because I was thinking, maybe these people wanted to say 38 billion. It's not 38 million. Maybe they wanted to say 38 billion. It was not only when I go and read the speech, that Minister of Health, he said 38 million was released. This is what we should be talking about now. This is what the likes of VDM, these are the stories you should pick on. Leave politics alone. All this one that you are fighting Peter Obi in a very tricky, crooked way. Leave that one alone. 38 million naira. 38 million was released as capital expenditure to the Ministry of Health. Do you know the implication of this? Meaning that in 2025, there wasn't any investment in the Nigerian health sector. Nothing in any hospitals, nothing. Nothing. This is staggering. When I listened, when I read that, 38 out of over 200 billion, meaning that nothing was done, because that is capital expenditure. That is the money they will use to replace the beds at the hospitals, buy new equipment at the hospital.
Jonathan, 2 minutes more. 2 minutes more.
Yeah, build new medical facilities. Those one. That's why we're seeing nothing. That's why there's no development in Nigeria. Where did the money go? That was like 2 days ago when I talked about the hole, that hole in that budget. These are the money that they're supposed to give to the Ministry of Health. Is what Mr. Tinubu is using to maintain the presidential fleet. In 1 month alone, spent almost 3 billion maintaining presidential fleet. What are we talking about in Nigeria? What is wrong with us? Ministry of Health, 38 million. Which money is that? It's not even enough for Tinubu's dinner because he has 9 billion naira for food in Aso Rock for 2026. 9 billion. That's not even enough. That's roughly 1 day that Tinubu will use to eat in Aso Rock. 1 day. And that was the amount released to the Ministry of Health for the entire year. A whole fiscal year. We have criminals superintending over us in Nigeria. This must stop. And again, Adesua highlighted, these are borrowed money. Let that sink in. These are borrowed money. Using 3 billion to maintain presidential fleet. These are borrowed money. And they still want to continue. They still want to win election in the most crooked, criminal manner. Anyways, let me leave it for other panelists to take over. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I appreciate it.
Okay, Mr. Jonathan, God bless you, sir. Thanks for that different view of submission. Yeah, but I strongly still believe Very Dark Man is not working for satanic APC. No, never. He can never. He can never do that. He's just trying to protect his followers. You know, that's what he's doing. And I also believe that Very Dark Man will shock everybody when it's getting very, very close to election. The 20th of February is election. People should have that in mind. Everybody get prepared. My brother Ikechukwu, you left a comment. You know, I'm surprised that you're the only person that got this right. You know, the thumbnail that I did, no people did not understand why I did it. All my thumbnail, I do them with AI. You know, so that's it. And in case you does study that thumbnail, they can understand why I did it like that. But some people might just see this as a normal thumbnail. And I said, and I just understood your cover picture. Paul is driving his team while Tinubu is being driven. That's and yes, leadership exemplified. Yeah, you are right. You know, so that's it. You know, sometimes we just do our thumbnail and move on. I don't need to be explaining what we are doing and all that. You need to understand, go deep to understand what it means. But meanwhile, I'd like us to move on, call on the next person to talk to us. I think another person left us. Okay, Pius, you left a comment earlier on. You said that Mr. Elvis, happy Sunday to you and your family. Please, your integrity should not be compared. I must thank Mr. Jonathan for speaking straight to you. Yes, thank you very much. When people speak for you, it's always better. I appreciate you all.